So just some core concepts and assumptions. Change. I mean, we're all talking about change. And like the basic political science kind of standard theory on change is that for change to happen, you need institutional fit, you need policy opportunity, and you need learning processes. And to some degree, the policy opportunity seems to me maybe the most obvious thing that we might have. But the institutional fit, we've been talking about how difficult it is to fit the legislative frameworks and the actual regimes, the welfare regimes together. And the learning processes, apart from what Madeleine outlined and Helen outlined some as well, this may be the beginning of a bigger learning process that we're all getting into together. So there is still the question, though, of the institutional fit and whether or not you achieve change through incremental tweaking and merging together, or whether you accept that it's difficult to get that institutional fit, so you tear it up and you say, let's use it as an opportunity for new thinking. And I'm in that space very much in terms of encouraging a social imaginary, which is a sociological concept, and it refers to how do people use their imagination to rethink about values, institutions, law and symbols to imagine a different type of reality. And my argument is that we're in polycrisis, we're in permacrisis, we've artificial intelligence, we've climate, we've inequality, we've democratic challenges, clearly we've the far right, and we're going to see big change on the island of Ireland for all of those reasons, never mind for the constitutional question that's lurking at the back of all our things as well. So, but despite all those kind of changes, I do believe that future is relatively open. And the change may be inevitable, but what it will be and what it will end up like is not. And that's why we do need to think of in terms of an all-island welfare imaginary. And the last thing is social security or welfare. Do we take a narrow or a wide understanding of that? I think to the degree that Helen Johnson in particular said it this morning, that one way that the welfare state was conceptualised in the South was really to understand the relationship between society and economy, but also very much never to talk about income supports without also talking about services and understanding the relationship between the two. Because we can never determine, is income adequate enough? Because we always have to say adequate for what? And the answer to the for what is, well, what can you get via services that you're not trying to compensate for with income? So to my mind, I think we have to think quite widely about the frame for welfare when we're thinking about social security. I also think that we need to, start talking about well-being societies and careful societies as a way of a shorthand way of making sure that we're talking about a quite different type of welfare state to the one that we have at the moment.